How are you?
Hi. Doing well, thanks.
Hello.
I would like you to tell me how relevant was the expo to your business?
Go ahead, Ben.
So first, we're Ben and Dylan, KopoKopo. We've attended AITEC for, this is the third year now, and I've always found it very relevant, this year in particular, because we've seen emergence of industry players from abroad and locally really rolling out some innovative products. So I enjoyed it. It's tiring because it's so interesting, but well worth it.
Okay. KopoKopo, for the time it was in Kenya, it has been known to help young innovators in different ways. Dylan, can you tell us more about how KopoKopo has helped the young innovators here in Kenya?
Yes, we are purposely identifying a team of Kenya's strongest developers, strongest salespeople, because we believe that there is an abundance of talent here, and we will only be successful as a company if we can find that talent and help young Kenyans grow as professionals in the software industry. And we've seen so far that there is an amazing amount of talent here, and we've really benefited from that.
Okay, thank you so much. Ben, what do you think should be done about those Kenyans, young Kenyans, maybe college leavers who have already left college and they have the talent, but maybe they don't know how to incorporate the talent with the entrepreneurship? What do you think they should do so that they can succeed?
The nature of an entrepreneur is that an entrepreneur jumps in head first before they know what they're doing. And they learn in the deep end. They learn by fire. So what we've seen quite a bit of and impresses me and makes me very optimistic here, it's why we're here, is that there's so much talent that's taking that risk. There's such a hunger in East Africa, led by Kenya and led by Nairobi, to really embrace that risk and embrace the possibility. So we see lots of entrepreneurs just jumping in and risking everything. I mean, Dylan talked about this during his panel on raising money as an entrepreneur. You have to be crazy. So my advice as one crazy person to another is jump in. Start today. If you wait until you know everything, you will never ever start. And the industry will move before you, and the opportunity will be gone by the time you're ready and you're no longer in fact ready. So jump in. Just do it. Learn as you go.
Okay, the problem with young software developers or developers in the IT world in Kenya today, they want to make a software that will just sell very quickly and they'll become famous. And this has led to most of them giving up. What do you have to tell them so that they can stay put in that?
Yeah, I would say that it's good that software developers want to think big and have big ideas, but you also have to be realistic about the realities in the business world and in software development, and that is, it's a long process. There's a lot of failures along the way, and you shouldn't think of this as a get-rich-quick idea. If you're going to get rich, it's going to take a long time, and it's a very low probability that will happen. You have to do this because you believe in the software you're building, and you're so energized by building that software. Then let the rich part take care of itself, but you need to focus on your software first.
And the people that get rich aren't focusing on getting rich. They're focusing on fixing a problem and serving a customer. So the mindset has to change, the perspective has to change. I don't do what I do for status. We may someday have tremendous status if we succeed. That's cool. It's not why we do it. The reason we do it is because we care and we're passionate, and the reason we will be successful or we won't is because we focused on the customer in the right way. We've listened humbly to the market and we've responded to it, putting the market first, putting the customer first, listening, learning, being wrong, and adjusting. So the mindset, if you actually want to get rich and be famous, the better way to try through entrepreneurship, again, to Dylan's point, statistically you're most likely to fail. We're more likely to fail. It's just the nature of the beast. But the people that do make it are thinking about their customer, not them.
Okay, that's very good advice. Immediately the KopoKopo you came to Kenya, it took less than maybe a month before everyone in IT was talking about KopoKopo, KopoKopo, KopoKopo. What's the secret? Or what has driven you to this?
I don't know if there is a secret. I know it definitely didn't take 1 month. It's taken. You sort of. I do believe you make your own luck. So the reality is, people are talking about us, and I think we've been lucky that that's happening. But it's also because we've been working really hard. We take this very seriously. We believe in what we're doing. We believe in the team we're building, and I think the market understands that and sees that, and that's why it's responding well to what we're doing.
And I'd add, it's about relationships. So, you've got the one side where you have to build a product, and the other side is you have to get to know the market. You have to know your customers, and you have to know your partners, and have an intimate understanding of the options out there, the players out there, the needs, and to do that, you talk to everyone. So I think by virtue of talking to everyone knew about us.
There's so many people who also hear about KopoKopo, but they don't know what it's all about. Apart from the people in the software development field, there are so many who hear about it, but they don't know much about what it is about. Who can expound, maybe Dylan, who can expound about more about what you do, what you major in? Yeah.
So, at its core, KopoKopo is about helping small and medium-sized enterprises grow and prosper. We think the way we can do that today is by allowing them to accept mobile money payments and use that acceptance of mobile money to help grow their business and understand their business. If we can help small and medium-sized enterprises move from just accepting cash to move to accepting mobile money, we think that'll help them set the foundations for growth.
Unless if you have something else to add there.
I would have some questions. Now, given that, for instance, I have a small business in town in Nairobi, and given that I'm selling curios, for instance, that's a tourist thing, is there any way you could propose, I have this shop, I have a nice turnover, my shop is balancing, I have a small profit, I live, my family lives from that. What could you propose to me as a shop owner? There are, I think, 10,000 of them here in Nairobi alone. What could you propose to me to do? How can I work with KopoKopo in such a way so I prosper and get some of these people who have M-Pesa? It's more than half of the adult population who have M-Pesa right now. What would you suggest me to do?
First, there is an important distinction, and we can't be all things to all people. So we have to focus. We do, however, aim to serve the small business. We do aim to serve the Duca owner in the long run. And to do that, we've started at the top. So we serve over 30 corporates today, but we're also focusing on the long tail and starting to use, our strategy was serve the corporates to build the aspiration so that you can also build credibility in the market, create the perspective for a smaller business that, hey, look, I can have what this large corporate has. But as we go down, I think there are a number of different ways to help small and medium businesses. In the curio case, you're likely not collecting money from M-Pesa because you serve a tourist customer. But you may be paying your supplier with M-Pesa. And if that's the case, and our own research has shown lots of suppliers are paid with mobile money, you need a better way to manage that process, and the supplier needs a better way to manage that process. So that's where we would come in.
That's fine. Then I could like to hear of one of these 30 corporates. What is it again practically? What is it they do? Because I would like to have the practical down-to-earth version. Yeah. Can you tell me just, without a name on it, but can you tell me what you do with one of them? How do they use KopoKopo? How does a typical transaction work? And what do they do to get in contact with you such that they can get such a process started?
So there are a couple cases.
Yeah?
Okay. Yes. A couple cases. And it's really, we serve a large insurance company, we serve a large PC distributor, we serve wholesalers. What's common across them is that they're collecting bulk payments. They're collecting payments en masse via M-Pesa from their customers. And they need a simple, seamless real-time way to process those payments, such that their books are reconciled automatically, so there's no manual data entry. They need a way to understand their customer behavior, so we have analytics, visual graphs that make recognizing payment trends apparent and intuitive. And then we also offer a suite of engagement tools where you can then use that insight that you've just gained. You now see my customers pay me on Tuesday at 1 p.m. So if I want to do a promotion, I send out a blast on Tuesday at 12 a.m. Yes. 12 p.m. There we go. That's something was wrong here. Point being, we give them better insight into what's happening with their business, better accountability measures, better efficiency. So you're removing some manual processes where there's room for cash leakage, where there's room for fraud, manipulation, simple human error. And we build on top of that accountability and efficiency the ability to drive revenue by tying that to engagement. So when Dylan says it's about helping that customer grow and prosper, it really is about giving them the tools they need to better understand their business in order to drive revenue.
Now, I would again like to take it a bit more down, because I understand what you're saying, and I can also hear that can definitely create value for your clients. I could like to know again, down to very practical.
Specific end-to-end use case.
What do they know more like? If now I'm some company of that size you're talking about, what do I do to get started with you? And what's the process? Yeah.
Well, it depends on whether you're using mobile money now.
We are, yes. Bill payment from M-Pesa, let's say. Yeah.
If you are, you, for example, have a pay bill account, you can contact us. You can go on the website and you can sign up. What we will do is we will help you get real-time access to your M-Pesa data. And so the way we'll do this from a technical perspective is once you sign up, we will begin to consume data from the different mobile money systems on your behalf, and then put it into our platform, our web platform, and then expose that data in different ways for you. We'll expose it via a series of features and tools that Ben is talking about around value-added services. We'll expose it via, we believe, an elegant, easy-to-use UI, so you can see your data as it's coming in real time. We can also expose that data via APIs, which give you an opportunity as a developer to do something with this real-time data as it's coming in. So if you have a PayPal account today, or if you have a customer that has a PayPal account today, you should call us, you should contact us, because to Ben's earlier point, and if this is for the software developers out here, we are all about the technology. We're using technology to help businesses grow and prosper. When a company only accepts cash, it's really hard to use technology to make that data richer. But once you go to mobile money, you have that rich data set that can allow organizations to grow their business, and it's all enabled through technology.
Okay, thank you so much for your time.
That's it.
Yes, thank you very much.
It was a very, very, very interactive interview.
Thanks a lot.
And thanks to KopoKopo for what you're doing here in Kenya.
Yeah, thanks a lot.